Yeah. I'm trying to. Sorry, I realized that I hadn't sorted out something as I was doing that, which I was like, oh shit, I'm trying to sort out something on the fly. All right, let me just open Stream Deck a second. My Stream Deck. I do love this song. Anyway, how you all doing, everybody? It's Friday, Fan Service Friday, which means it is another day of playing this game. Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Oh, how you all doing? Be doing well. I saw someone ask, I saw Batato Valster ask why I don't play this on Saturdays. Because I play this on Friday. Fan Service Friday. The day I play the game that voted on by you. This game was voted on by you lot ages ago. I've been playing it ever since then. But yeah. I don't typically stream on Saturdays. I don't plan for streams on Saturdays because I have found it is important in this world to make time for yourself and others around you. I have seen far too many streamers' relationships and just general lives fall apart because they don't take time off. So I try and make it my business to have at least a day or two off every week, so I don't get burnt out and go crazy. That is my general rule. That's why I'm not streaming this on Saturday. And sometimes I do stream on Saturdays and Sundays because sometimes I have nothing better to do, and I'm like, might as well. But anyway. How'd you sub on mobile? Thing is, someone said that you can't sub on mobile, but I've definitely subbed on mobile. There's a subscription button on mobile. I was on it the other day. Someone asked me this, and I was on it the other day, and I was like, there's a sub button. Where was it? Yeah, if you click on the... And the Android has a button, but not Apple? Oh, well, I mean, that's your fault for using Apple. I got no pity for you for using Apple. That's your own fault. I mean, I don't want to blame it yourself on that one. Your Android? Oh, well, there you go then. That's good. You just click on the thing and you hit the subscribe. You click on the video itself and the subscribe button will pop up. Something in the last set of VODs reminded me of an image I wanted to make for the stream. Can I tweet you it? Yeah, feel free, Treadnix. Feel free. Oh, so we're going to be playing more of this. Last time we had discovered the body of Nagito. He's dead. Nagito's dead. And not only is Nagito dead, he died in a pretty nasty way. He got stabbed a lot. Weird. Weird. He got stabbed like a whole bunch, and stabbed with a spear, and yeah, he just looked real messed up. Kind of probably the way he deserved to go. Guy was a bit of a weirdo, a bit of a lunatic. All right, so this is we start off right at the beginning of the investigation of the murder of Nagito. So let's get underway, I say. Let's look at Nagito's body. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. Yeah, the music's sick. Sick. But yeah, it was a suicide. It was a suicide. He accidentally stabbed himself in the hand, impaled himself with a spear, and slashed up his whole body a bunch. But everything good and bad about him is gone. And he accidentally tied himself up to the floor as well. He'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now isn't the time to focus, to think about unnecessary things like Nagito's life. It's time to focus on the investigation. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Alright, let's look at the knife to start with. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? Well, I would assume if the rope got away, moved the hand and then they got stabbed or something. I don't know. What's this knife? It must be from the military base. Yeah. Nagito's luck ran out. And now you mention it, you're right, it looks like a survival knife.
Well?
As opposed to a unsurvival knife. By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arms were caused by that same knife. Which means after the which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
How cruel. Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Very strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Alright, the knife is in there. Let's have a look at the rope burn. The burn rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope is burnt off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. If the rope is burnt off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Good question. Alright, let's look at his feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. No, like, I literally just started playing the game, so it's fine. You haven't missed anything. Yeah, I'm sure that whip on the end of the spear is pretty relevant as well. Look at Nagito. No package. Not interesting character at all. Very tall. Very long legs. Look at their long legs in the animes, don't they? Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. I want to see someone with big, thick, chunky legs in an anime. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
Yo, with this phrase, it's pretty fucking sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or, you know, they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
Yo, I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? Yo, if you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Confess! Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Yo, well, even if this was a torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Hey, yo, whoa, what fuse? Yo, you suck a lemon. Refusing to let him die easily. You know, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. Yo, if you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Confess! Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Yo, well, even if this was a torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Hey, yo, whoa, what fuse? Yo, you suck a lemon. Refusing to let him die easily. You know, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Alright, what else we got? We've got the face all tied up. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had his agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth was covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it. You know, it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Ah, got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. I love doing Kazuichi's voice. Kazuichi's voice is so much fun. Watching an old anime recently, the main girl's legs were half of her body. Jesus, yeah, they're just the wild, man. The legs are just an anime, just so wild. Because I've been playing Persona 5, I just was looking at like, is it Yusuke? The blue-haired guy. He's got such long fucking legs. It's wild, man. Yusuke, yeah. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Oh, hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
DNA evidence. Ah, it'll be fine. I'll put it right back.
That's
I'll
why
put it
I always
back
say,
right away once
shum,
I'm
shum, slippity-dop.
done investigating here. Thank you for 2 months in a row, Master of Power! Master of Power! So much power.
Yeah, just putting the tape back isn't the issue. You ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. You
Ah, the blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case.
Man.
Oh, it's no you. She's not even listening.
Hey.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Well,
Well, this duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Hey, seriously, what's wrong with that?
She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got these wounds all over his body. Well, that makes sense. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is there something we really need to worry about?
I don't really get it, but just to put the duct tape back on his mouth already, please. Jeez.
Yep, you're right. I love Chiaki's voice is just like, she's my Rin voice, which is just like a sort of slightly out of it voice. Okay, I guess that's all we gotta do. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Duct tape. Suck tape more like, right? So, before we carry on, PUBG 10 out of 10, eh? If you haven't seen my Twitter rant about review scores, allow me to link you to it. It's I'm quite proud of it. Right. That right there. You just read the little rant I go on. It's beautiful. It's my hot take on PUBG right there. And my hot take is that we should fucking stop turning games into numbers. Stop like distilling games into just a fucking number. It doesn't work. All it does is make people go very weird. Also, that picture is terrifying, Nick. Thank you for Nick. Sorry. Thank you for linking that to me. I will save that and have that pop up on stream at some point. We'll probably get that up in a break. That's pretty normal, Renex, to get games for free for review. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. But like, I mean, if you are one of the people who looks at review and just goes straight to the bottom of the number and then gets really mad at it, you're part of the problem, I'm afraid. Taking a game and just turning it into a number out of 10, it completely negates any sense of like critical discourse for the game, and it devalues it so much, and it's just such a bad idea. Because PUBG, in a way, maybe it should be like a super high scoring game because of how big an effect it's had on gaming landscape, but at the same time, it isn't perfect. It's still quite messy. So in that sense, you kind of can't be. But so they're two very different things, though, you know. But it's hard to deny the influence that game has had. In that sense, maybe it could be like it could be worth like a 10 out of 10 or whatever. But it's stuff like that. There's too many factors at play for you to be able to just take a game and go, that's a 10, that's a 9, that's a 7. Because then all people think about is like, oh my god, but if that's a 7, how is that a 10? Oh, that a 9? And they just get all fucking weird about it, and they don't pay attention to the review. They just look at the number, and then they just act like fucking idiots the whole time. Anyway, I don't know, man. Also, I described it as Marmite. My food review of PUBG was, it's Marmite. You either love it or you really fucking hate it, and then if you hate it, you kind of hate everyone else who likes it just a tiny little bit. That's my food review. I'm still not sure if Marmite is a food, but that's the only thing I can think of. Is my last name actually Boardman? It is, yeah. I know, I wish my last name was fucking Power. It would be sweet as hell. Max Power! I'm gonna go get my name legally changed to Power. Max Power. Boardman isn't a very interesting last name. Oh, it's so weird. Then you get people who like obsess over like numbers over Metacritic, and like those are the worst. I don't know why you'd have. It's like, stop investing so much of your personal life into like the reviews of a game that you like. It's really weird and sad. Stop. Stop having to go with critic reviewers because their review score may bring down the Metacritic average. Oh god, it drives me crazy, man. I need to ship all those people away and put them in a box somewhere so I don't have to deal with them anymore. Probably the reason why the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to its other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered? Yeah, in such a precise way. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but... There's something else strange. When you flip it over, look at the back of his hand.
Well?
Oh, yeah, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. Was he wearing fingerless gloves? You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See?
It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. You win. It's definitely strange, but what did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? No, you couldn't be wearing fingerless gloves, because otherwise the blood wouldn't be by there. That's weird, actually. That's really strange. You got killed for wearing fingerless gloves. Your fingers gloves are sick. A spear with a flashy ornament on it impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. It looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my!
Oh fuck! God, this it takes me like a hot minute or two to get this voice back. Quick drink. You once got 99.9% on a physics test. You lost 0.1% on a technicality. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect.
Oh my! What's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the top of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see, I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear of Gunganir, right?
You definitely just came up with that now.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice. Damn you all to hell.
All right. I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. Do we believe him, though? I don't know if we believe him. Do I believe he's actually afraid of mice? Not really. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. For some reason, the section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Oh, that's probably what he was holding? I don't know. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gunganir. Gunganir. Oh, Gunganir. I'm adding an extra I. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Nagito, Hajime, you've gone full non-caring anymore. You're so blasé about murder now. It's become everyday to you. It's so routine. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible, and I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something so abnormal as this? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Yeah, you're just used to it. You're like, bodies, yeah, it's all good. A little bit of a lighter there. And, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. The oil lighter was placed here.
Just kidding.
Is the oil lighter? Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
Is it most foolish thought? This is clearly the cause of the fire. Oh, you had me going there, Sonia.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
which means
Yeah, Hajime's just happy he's finally not average anymore. Dude, that hair, his like wild pokey hair is so weird. What's the face has got one as well? Athlete girl. Nah, it's fine. Where I am now, it only covers up tiny bits of text occasionally. The camera stays here. It's fine. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it? And it typically only covers up like 1 or 2 words. Like look, it covered up literally a bit of the Y on by. It doesn't really matter. The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? It's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Oil lighter has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, let's see what else we got. Got the fire grenade. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. No, it isn't. Monokuma's dead? There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey.
No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead.
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory? He's dead, Jim. That's good. No response. He's dead, Jim.
References!
I understood that reference. Classic. And that in itself, that I understood that reference, is a reference. What? A reference to a reference, understanding a reference. That's pretty. That's some deep dark net shit. That is right there.
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
You're a stuffed animal too.
Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you?
I have nothing to do with that.
Huh?
You're so
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma.
Referenceception. Looks like those annoyances are gone. They're gone again. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. I'm gonna assume the spear went through that somehow. Alright, so that's all the things. So now we just gotta chat with some peeps.
So just
If only everyone could go home, then nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after.
Oh, jeez, one of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh.
She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's the one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? Oh yeah, it's blood. You're right, I definitely see it. It's purple. It looks like a small red line, purple or pink, on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood. The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why he's been staring at it. That's why he'd be staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder. Blood on the girder. There's just some blood on the girder. Blood on the girder. Blood on the girder.
Like,
Yo, I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but, you know, I definitely can't stop thinking about it. Yo, when the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen?
Jay, what's going to happen?
That's obviously
And this
wrong.
rotten school trip is going to end, right? We can finally go back home.
Yo, carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Yo, Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
Oh, jeez, what do you mean, something?
shut up.
Oh, he's making us kill each other, you know. What could he do me worse than that?
Damn it.
Yo, I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? Ain't no way this is gonna end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about what the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yo, yeah, I know about it.
Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. You strange person.
It's mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. Oh, it mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. It looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
so...
The time. Looked like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in Monokuma's file. The time of the death was noon sharp. If it was noon, then what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's time. It's time. It's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. Well, that's why the clock's in the chest. And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened recently? That's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time you were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
All right!
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nikumaru died. The killer could also have used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
All right!
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess it's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him up with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Yeah, okay. They've all moved with me again. The MP3 player? Is this? This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. What is that? What is that on the top? The buttons are huge. But why is this here?
It looks like the way music was playing from here. You know that music that was blaring when the fire started?
Yeah, you're right.
Jade, it looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, the music was playing from this MP3 player.
I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Alright. Because he couldn't play it from his mouth? There's a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panels near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason those panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, I kind of brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. That's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it.
I knew it, it's a trap, seriously, just stop it, okay?
Oh, they did some like domino shit. That fell and then triggered something that made all that shit happen. Didn't I tell you it'd be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to open it slowly? Kinda ignored the protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Could it be? Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange? That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Yeah, okay. It's definitely suspicious. I'll give you that one. A bunch of books. Sprinkle completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Not like I'm missing much. True that. Tons of CDs. All these CDs are all copies of Monokuma's music. They should have been burned too. Looks like this site is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You're right.
I agree. If we did, then we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy.
Oh, Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not.
Jeez, I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime.
Huh. You're just screwing with me.
Oh my, screwing. How lewd.
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second.
Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Yeah, don't say who killed him in the chat.
Well, even though I did say I was gonna friggin' kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. Yeah, I was just upset, you know.
Yo, we'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
Yeah,
Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, something I needed to ask her about. Now that we're pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yeah? What is it?
I want to talk to you about that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse. Exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right?
It's alright, it is not a bomb.
Why did you know that the bombs were a fake?
Well...
That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Yeah, you tend to like only get half the info in these. Like, the trial itself reveals like a bunch of stuff you didn't know anyway. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my. Do you suspect me? Is it a misunderstanding? I'm not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch. What?
Sonia?
I am sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was panicking. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch.
Wow, Sonia, where did that come from?
I should calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base.
I've never had the words Jesus shit, you son of a bitch thrown at me in one sentence before. It's wild.
When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Huh?
Well,
At first, I was worried someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time.
Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is...
And as expected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
Because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bomb Nagito
were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruins. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. That makes sense.
However,
You son of a bitch. God damn you. I've just... Her voice is so off from what it actually is in this game, but I've got... It's the voice I'm sticking with now. I love how Monomi's there.
the bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
Exactly.
I did. As did Monomi as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
Oh my god, I had such a weird dream last night. I fell asleep watching Voyager last night, and I had this dream that I was trying to stream with 7 of 9, but she kept trying to tell me that, like, my setup wasn't like, wasn't like very well done, and that she kept trying to improve it. And then I was like, no, stop it, 7, stop it. And then she tried to assimilate my setup and me. And then I was like, what the fuck? Because she was just like, this is insignificant. You could read this much more efficiently. And I'm, no, I like it the way it is. Stop trying to mess with my plans. And then, yeah, it was a really weird dream. If these bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. Satisfy, I knew it was... Oh, whoops. Satisfy, I knew it was fake. This is just me. Welcome to the new game where it's just me talking to you like this. Maybe my brain's trying to tell me I can do better. Fuck that brain, man. I'm not fiddling with this setup. I probably could, but if I fiddle with this setup, it'll all fall apart. Satisfy, I knew it was fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up at the hotel lobby. I'm still surprised he didn't die from that. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflections, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything. Oh wait, so I just read Hajime's voice in her voice, so that was wrong. There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right. I got it. All right, Sonia. Never mind. All right, pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides this crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, the Zumi castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree, I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems as we had the same idea. Your base is safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There aren't enough of us. Besides, we're investigated all we can here. Jeez, I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? It's okay? There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. To do it. Let's do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive as a Happo. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Alright, apparently the bombs were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks, which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. There's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's something related to the incident here. There's nothing related to the incident here, sorry. The laptop. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on the laptop, we're still watching this from somewhere. The motion's perfectly. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop. I did some hacking. It's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. If it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while I was standing as all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb itself that went off in the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside the Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Whoa, hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode it? Wouldn't it just explode if we carelessly mess with it? Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Stop! There's no bomb.
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up. See, all you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
Is you alright?
However,
Since Nagito obtains the bomb he used.
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
But I thought if I keep quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved.
If the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well,
I must say, you sure have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is.
Did I say something I should not have said? That's not your fault. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. I don't really think there's anything else to do here. Alright, what else was there? I think the military base was something I wanted to look at. God, I'm yawning so much today. The bombs are fake. This might be fake too. I'm not brave enough to check for myself. The castle in Nagito's room. The castle I remembered. I can't remember the other one then. That's part of the fun Razor hat. slow progress because I like talking about random shit while we go. Damn it.
Oh, Jesus, damn it. This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these.
It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Alright, so let's have a look at the truck here. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Oh, I found it.
What did you find?
Well, the truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife.
Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Which means the killer obtained the knife here. Oh, so the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once.
That's everyone, though.
Not me. This is the first time I've been here.
That sounds fishy. I really was hoping the murder would be committed by a helicopter. It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru. Doesn't have anything to do with the incident, though. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in the video message. Wow. So, were you surprised? Oh yeah, no, we had this. Oh my god. So stretchy. Even if they were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Is there even anything else to do? I feel like I didn't really find anything of use in there. Right, castle, ooh. Castle and something else. Oh yeah. Baby's hatched. Got a sweet ass baby. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yesterday I said I had my second viewing of Star Wars, didn't I? I've come off of a bit more of a solid feel about the film now, and that is that it's a flawed film. It's what was it? What was it? The Red Letter Media described it as. It's a bit like the makeup shotgun that Homer has in The Simpsons. Kind of fires everything out there at once, and some of it hits, and then a lot of it doesn't. Is it worth the watch? I think it's worth watching, but although I will say I think people have overreacted to it, but it's not as good as the first one. Yeah, it's what it does well. It does do very well, but what it gets wrong, it gets really wrong. It's like, because there were bits I did enjoy in it. I think I enjoyed it overall, but there were a lot. It's a very long film. It's probably a lot longer than it needs to be, because so much stuff happens in that film. Like, I'm trying not to be specific, but so much stuff happens in that film that it feels like a bit unfocused. Loads happens, and it has like, I swear it has like at least 3 false endings in it. You're just like, is this the end? Oh no, I guess there's more. I will say though, there is a thing to do with a casino planet, and that whole section is far too long. It feels very prequel-ish, like a CGI Monster Madness moment. It's a bit weird. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. The spear is definitely it, right? It's definitely the spear.
See.
But yeah, I'm trying to avoid anything specific in chat, and like me, I don't want to like give away plot points. I don't think saying there's a casino bit is a really big plot point, honestly. To say that when you're watching it and you get to the casino bit, just get ready because it's going to go on quite a long time. And you're going to be like, fucking hell, this is a lot. But yeah, I'm trying not to give away any like major plot points. But there were bits I liked. Like visually, there was some bits where I was like, fuck, that looks so good. I think I like the cinematography in the first one more. The cinematographer himself did a far. I don't know who the cinematographer was between 1 and 2, but the one in the first one was so good. There's so many good there's so much good lighting in the first one that I really liked, and there's really good they're really good camera shots. Not as good in this one, but like because I remember I've rewatched the first one very recently, and I'm like, man, there's so many good long shots and just. Really good cinematographer. So good. That would be a really weird spoiler. Kylo Ren's dad is Jar Jar Binks. It's like I wanted to bring back Jar Jar Binks all along. You wouldn't watch a movie a second time. I feel like it's important to watch a movie twice sometimes. Like, even if you don't like it, I think it's important to watch it a second time and see, like, what exactly you didn't like about it. That's like, because I wanted to see Star Wars Last Jedi again, because I was, like, the first time I came out of it, I said I liked it, but there was this feeling inside me, and I was like, I don't know what it is. Like, there wasn't something quite right about it. And it wasn't until the second viewing that I kind of solidified a bit more. I might have to watch it again, honestly. Probably when it's not. Well, probably when it's out of the cinema, to be fair. But it's a different experience watching it in home. You can actually point out a lot more stuff when you're watching it in a home as opposed to in a cinema. I think it's quite important if you care about that stuff. If you just want to watch it and be like, I like that, and then that's it, then that's fair enough. If you did do film studies at any point in your life, like me, and you kind of have that, you kind of like to know, you kind of like to sort of dissect it a bit more. I think it's always worth watching a film like 2 or 3 times, maybe more, to really to go through it. Because the first time you watch a film, I usually don't pay attention to. I will pay attention to a lot of the camera work and stuff like that, and bits and bobs, but I'm not really paying attention to the pacing of the story and stuff like that, because I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, this is new, you know, I'm taken in by that. So it takes that second viewing for me to kind of put that aside, or a third viewing to put that aside, and just kind of enjoy it more critically and look into other bits of it. There's zero like spoilers about Star Wars going on here. Because I don't really want to dissect the film the first time I watch it. I just kind of want to enjoy it, and for what it is. And then on second viewings, I kind of want to do it that way, because I I'll enjoy a film a lot more if I'm not trying to look at it critically all the time. It just kind of puts you off films. Is it the same guy that played Chewbacca from the original films in the new ones? How old is he now? Just I thought Nagito, looks like the spear that killed Nagito. Yo, same, that's it, the same whip-like cord is attached to the handle. And there's like a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Peter Mayhew. Ah, cool. Oh, wait, no? No? Oh, I don't know. It looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. Yo, ain't no mistaking it. The killer took one of them spears and used it as a weapon. Spear Gungan it, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. Are you thinking about... I know the R2-D2 guy, actor, died. Little man. I think he's a very tall guy, the guy that played Chewbacca, isn't he? But, yo, why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, and they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier too. Yeah, you know, a way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But they chose the spear for a reason. What could that reason be? Oh, he didn't play him in the Last Jedi, did he? Oh shit. Who played him in The Last Jedi, then? I gotta have a look at this. Have any of you watched that Netflix film, Bright, yet? Junus Suetamo. Huh. And he's also playing him in the Han Solo film as well. Well, he's a lot younger, I'll tell you that. I can see why they probably needed to change it. I guess you just need a really tall, lanky guy to play Chewbacca, basically. I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. It's probably why I feel this way. Feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito was trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, no, it's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Did show Mayhew a couple of years ago to convention. He had to use a cane to walk. He's huge. Yeah, that surprised me. I like that they brought him back for like Force Awakens because they had that, you know, because of I think they brought him back more because of like Harrison Ford and stuff like that. So have those two together again. But then once Harrison Ford's gone, then they're like, well, it's all right. We'll let someone else shoot. Well, we won't force him to play Chewbacca anymore. No, I won't walk. I will not walk there. I will walk there. They're making an Ocean's 8? Was the first film called Ocean's 9? I can't remember which the first one was now. Ocean's 11. Right. I just... Right, yeah, because then Ocean's 12 and Ocean's 13, right? Is this game like an RPG or something else? It's like a visual crime novel mystery. It's like a visual novel with a mystery crime component to it. But no, but then you also have these moments where you walk around. It's weird. It's a weird. Honestly, I don't really know how to genre this game, and I don't really know if I need to. It's weird. It's a weird game.
Hajime. What's this?
Oh, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna
I was
do?
just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do that.
Then do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Can we just open the door?
Fine.
Fine, I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then.
Bye-bye.
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
It's like a VA point and click. VA mystery game novel crime man. Novel crime man. I don't know. This is my first. I mean, I think we do focus a lot on trying to like sort of, you know, shove stuff in boxes. I guess doesn't. If you enjoy it, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess the only way it really matters if you're trying to describe it to people. But I don't really know how I describe this game to people.
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now. I guess I would describe this game as a visual novel. Or a crime-solving component. Yeah, you're right. What the fuck? What was he thinking? What was he thinking inside this room? What was his feelings as he spent his days in here? Steam says. To be fair though, all those are user-made tags. Be that, take that as you will. Can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I kind of expected this room to be in a state, but I don't even know if he was truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Maybe it's a giant glowing pink thing. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink light is totally standing out. Ah, could this be? Can you let me know?
Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Ah,
Perhaps.
the treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. Was she? This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. Why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out. It might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is there a notebook inside the treasure box? Like it's something important. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. bad guy. He came to meet him. So cool. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this? A diary? It looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures or entries totally suit her. Kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook!
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive
Phew!
you.
I did ask you to look at my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I'd come any later, you would have seen this inside the notebook.
Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
But if this notebook is here, then Takedo was the thief? Ah, betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook. It's pretty much your diary, right?
The diary? It seems that way. That's right, it's my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar! Ah, you always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's no good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write.
Huh?
What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Ah!
See? Bullseye! That's really weird. The only person that knows I tried to go into the final dead room is Chiaki.
I know, because I'm the same way too.
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is all about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are
Huh?
you
What are you
saying?
saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like it's time to settle things between us. It's getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know what you're getting so serious, but is it what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
You said you couldn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it? Excuse me!
Yeah, there's a fridge in here as well. Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from here. Still, I really want to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Monami's notebook has been added to the truth bullet section. Oh, look. There's our boy. Having a bath.
No.
It's your boy. Since it's structured just like my room, the shower room is over here. Looks like there aren't any clues here. Aren't any clues in here. Beds that comes with the cottages. Looks like there's one same as one in my room. But maybe there's something under the bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... Huh? There's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. Whoa, what is this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? He's cooking meth.
Hajime.
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and... Huh? There's a small piece of paper on the floor. There's all sorts of stuff under there. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? Aluminium? God fucking damn it! Kick me out of goddamn UK. Shit. All right. Sorry, I had to go and punch myself. It's a round, thin piece of aluminium. It's because it's written as, it's spelt as aluminum. So that's why I said that, okay? Fuck. Fuck. Some of those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. Oh, he must have been jizzing in bottles and covering it up. I get it. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Trash.
Time out.
Who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper. I don't think there's anything else in here then. Oh. Chiaki? Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. Think there's anything else? Oh, the fridge, I guess? There's a fridge? A refrigerator. Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nigito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There better not be a fucking head in here. Monokuma's special poison for poisoning use only. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For some reason, someone who likes cold drinks, he doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? What about the thing written on the side? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, it looks like it's poison. It's a protein poison shake. Protein poison, you know. It's a good, get you going, baby. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry me like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid, not enhanced, enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. Dude. The fire grenades were replaced with this stuff. I think we gassed. I think we may have gassed Nagito to death. I'm not sure. It's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well?
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Fuck. Did he set up this whole thing, rigged it to make it look like he was stabbed by stuff, and in the end had it so that we all killed him? To fuck us all over. Because he's so annoyed that we're all the reserve corps, as I am assuming we are. Apply to the bomb?
See?
There should be a reason Nagito is able to obtain such dangerous items. Anyway, that's all just thingy. That's all just me coming up with random stuff. Need no clarification of what I'm saying. Just me throwing out ideas. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison. This must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on this island? What the hell? Nagito, you still trying to make us suffer? You still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? There are a lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on the shelf. The genres and the types of items that are all so random, I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. He had a fridge on him during the class trial. They definitely didn't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look for all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff there. Well, I mean, that might be true, but...
See?
So I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. Pursued. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, they were still just a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues there. Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. Oh yeah, this one. Nagito's just been reading books on how to be crazy. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonya, and everyone who has died. Had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one who's from the reserve department? Did you actually look at any of the other people's information? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? Hey Hajime, did something happen? Ah, well, I've just found a strange file. Ah, isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file. You're
My
right.
profile is really in here, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah.
Maybe they are on the
Seems like
reserve
it.
course then. Oh, hold on.
Huh?
Huh? What happened? I just noticed something. Just noticed it right now, but
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way! So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
no, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? Oh shit, was that not actually Byakuya? Well, might want to start flipping through the pages and confirming the names. The ultimate imposter? Oh. Why did that never occur to me that actually could be like a fake Byakuya? Suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. That makes me sad now that maybe the Byakuya is still a prick, though, if he's still alive out there. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
That's the Byakuya. That's that Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny Byakuya Togami.
A fake?
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. No, I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Then, is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool.
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then, he was lying to us the whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not. Unless you shirk it.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time?
That name is Byakuya.
Not Byakuya Togami. I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others mean distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No,
maybe
no.
he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the trader.
Who is it? Who's the trader? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey.
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the trader is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the trader and included it in here?
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the trader was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the trader is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably.
Yeah, I guess he was faking it then. Hope Peak's Academy file has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Man, I didn't see the fake Byakuya thing coming.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up? Wait.
Excuse me for a moment.
Oh, shit. What? That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
Right?
That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
I'm wasting time.
So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
The last class trial.
I'll see you soon.
Is he a good guy though, Glad? He was a dick throughout the entirety of the first game. Did he have any redeeming moment during that game? I don't even remember. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said the last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. Because this Byakuya wasn't Byakuya at all. I don't know if... I can't remember how Byakuya was at the end of the first game now. Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, that might definitely be the last one. This might definitely be the last one. But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murderer. Pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who's killed Nagito.
But still...
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone. As long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. It did help a bunch during one trial. Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to remember. Like, I can't. I just can't remember too much of his character development. Unfortunately, it's been a while since we played their first game. Well, a while. Probably not that long. Like a month or two. I can't remember. I don't know how long I've been playing this game for. It feels like forever.
Damn right.
Yo, looks like everyone's here.
Oh, jeez, is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed! So is this going to happen again? It's a cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
Jeez, but once we're through with this, we can go back, right? This Monokuma base had said so. Jeez, oh, Jesus, didn't they? They said this is the last Christ tale.
Damn it.
Yo, we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? This guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why, I'll definitely survive. If we could really go home after we deal with this guy's trail, I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops.
Whoa, yo, what the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
How are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Oh, gee, stop trying to jinx us.
I'll pick you up.
Damn right, stupid rabbits, just shut up.
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I finally realized, after losing my powers, I realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone you can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Well, yo, what's the deal? The Ninja Cat 24, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Got a little dance for you there. Do, 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 do. I do not really know. That was like a really weird dance I did there. It seems different from before. Maybe
Gee, maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You...
Oh, geez, what can you tell us by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Mini Maru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial.
Oh, fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Mon Ami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Rubber baby bunkers!
For yes.
4 years! 4 years! Chipman! Oh my lord. 4 years! Ah! Thank you very much for 4 years support. My god, that's crazy. Jesus Christ. 4 fuck. That must be the longest one. No, it's not the longest one. The 52 months was the other day, wasn't there? You've been outshined. Get out of here. Ain't nothing no more. I keep saying these words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. Enter Monokuma Rock. Blah, blah. No, thank you, Chipman. This elevator.
Geez, this elevator ride will be the last time for this too, right?
Yo, I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
Yo, the killer managed to kill someone like Nikito. Ain't no way he's gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nikito was problematic, but in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived needed to stand and fight. We must fight. Hey, Equin Cinder. And then the door slowly opened. The bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
Well then, now that Chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Yo, enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Jesus, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep, sure, it sure is. So, you gotta show enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Gee, didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then, let's get this trial started.
Killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
It's the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komiyada, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking is completely screwed up. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We'll be consumed by despair. Oh my god. Chiaki, you're in a real death group there. That's not a group. That's not a good group to be with. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. I'll be right back. We can take a pre-trial break. And then we're going to kick this trial off big time.